So I haven't done one of these in a while. There's probably a whole bunch of reasons for that that are too boring to even get into. I guess the thing I'll talk about today is that I've been trying to decrease my pain medication, not for any political reasons, for once, right? Not doing something political. It's just more that I was trying to get my stomach back into sync, and I've just been having like a lot of really bad side effects from the pain medication. I really hate recording these on the iPad. I always feel like I'm just all face. It's not going well. I'm starting to remember why I take as many pain meds as I do during the day. It's I think the hardest thing is like the level of distraction. I'm already like super ADD anyway, and ADD and exhaustion are really entertaining together. So to be able to function as a normal adult is kind of hilarious, and I have this whole new empathy for my teenager when he says, I just can't, I don't know why I didn't do this basic thing, I just couldn't. And I'm starting to really get that on a very deep and intense level. So I'm guessing this is karma telling me to actually listen to my kid when he says that's just not possible today, because so much is just not possible. Like really basic things. Like I'm writing a book and I'm supposed to be researching my characters, and one of my characters is ADD. You'd think I could just write from experience, but I feel too foggy to actually pull from my own experience for this character. So I was like, I'll research. And anything more than 2 paragraphs is just not happening. So I think that's kind of like the ultimate level of irony. As far as everything else goes, because so many of you are so nice to ask, I'm really frustrated with the podcast. I'm just saying that. Thank you for everyone who writes me the emails, because that's the only reason this podcast keeps going. It's a lot of work. And it's so much work that I feel like I'm constantly disappointing people. So that's the thing that hurts the most and is the hardest, is I hate to disappoint people, and I am way far behind on my emails and on posting schedules and on editing and getting the social media stuff together. I mean, seriously, folks, this is like a 20 to 30 hour week job, and we've already established I'm too sick to work. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means that I'll go to like once a month or twice a month, or if someone would be kind enough to offer to help, or if Kyrus and I will have a lovely chat about that I don't ask for enough help and I'm not good at asking for help. This is not his fault, by the way, everyone. He's great and awesome. I'm just crappy at asking for help. I'm probably one of the worst people in the world on doing that. Oh, good news, because yay. The US government feels that I am disabled enough to forgive my student loans. Thank you, US government. It's very rare I get to say thank you to the government. I will say this. I am permanently disabled. Anyone who knows me knows there's no way I could work. Even doing the podcast where there's no set day or time, I'm still falling behind on. Since I dislocate violently any minute of the day without knowing which bone would dislocate, and I tend to fall down if I sit up or stand for too long. I don't know many people who'd want to hire me, so it's really wonderful that that's one of the big upsides of the US, that they do forgive your student loans if you are deemed completely unable to work. So yay, that was really awesome and exciting, and I'm very grateful. So I guess that was the good news. I'm drifting and I'm not remembering what I'm talking about anymore, so I'm gonna stop talking. No one needs to hear me babble. So thanks for listening. If you have any really great ideas of how to, oh, the chickens. That's my version of squirrel. Chickens. I'm going to hope that means they're actually going to go off of their egg strike and start actually feeding us again, and maybe they'll actually like live up to the bargain we have of, we feed you, please feed us too. It's loud. Okay, anyway, sorry. Totally forgetting what I'm saying, but if you want to see like the chicken, see if I can get her in here. She is a velociraptor. I'm really hoping that's working. This is one of the scariest chickens I've ever seen, and if you've ever seen Jurassic Park, that is what happened from velociraptors, and that's kind of terrifying. If you think about that, like 4 feet bigger, I would be in serious trouble. All right, thank you for listening. Now I remember what I was going to say is, if you know of any great ideas of how to make running this podcast easier. Less work as far as editing and getting everything together and linking all the show notes. The show notes are probably one of the longest things I have to do. Intros and exits are another super long thing that takes forever to finish. Editing the podcast, I don't do a lot of editing, but it still does take about, I guess, about half hour to just do the basic, get the levels done. Each episode's probably about 3 to 4 hours of work, so including I make my own graphics, everything like that. So if you can think of anything, let me know. Just go ahead and tweet at me, Invisible Not Broke. That's BRK at the end of Invisible Not, and you can always put comments in the podcast. And yeah, hey, share us. I'm really grateful. The huge amount of people from South Korea who are listening. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's been awesome. And have a great week. Hopefully I'll do another one of these videos. I'm on Zubia Live, and I do videos on there, so you can always tune in there, as well as subscribe to the Facebook channel. I'm doing great. The YouTube channel. All right, I'm going to give up on these restricting of painkillers, and I'm going to go take one now, and hopefully I'll be more human.